Yeah, I'll work on it. I have connections in the Navy. My daughter's an admiral, but can't make any promises since I am not the best on the best terms with either the Navy or my daughter. um, but he'll work on it. Um, he said he can cover. Uh, he can help to cover you guys and defend you guys in front of the Navy if you do have to kill her out in public. um, but right where you cut out um, was saying if you can trick her, get her maybe out into open sea or something of the sort. If you're able to take her down there, we could blame anyone. As long as there are no survivors, of course.
I mean, I do
You're,
have.
you're seeing Jarrus's cutthroat businessman come out right now.
I mean, I could. I don't want to. I could get some people involved. But if I do that,
That's a tall order that I won't force on you. It would certainly work, but that
is
would
there any way you can?
open up its own can of worms.
Well, with that group, they usually only attack targets. They attack targets that they know can't really be defended.
I'm,
So,
I've worked with many from there, and if you tell them you're going after a vice admiral, you'll get some ships on your side. But I'd say that should be a last resort. Go for the rest of the day, if y'all are physically and mentally capable. Look around Lyra, see what you can find. It may help. And once y'all get to Ciala, check around there, talk to the people. It's a small town, but they might be able to help. Actually, what happened to you? Who did
I
this
ate
to
it. I'm sorry. I got hungry, man.
you? He says, actually, I thought that name sounded familiar, Gwendolyn Vestra. I believe her detachment is currently the occupying army up in the North Sea on the east side, and I believe they're stationed in Ciala and have
Hmm.
been for some time.
That might be where the Animancy ley lines are.
Where her ritual is.
And depending on that, there's already probably a group of people that don't care for the Navy.
I'm sure you can find some sympathetic folks there. And you look at the map, which you drew from the King's Armory, or his archive, of all the ritual points. And there is one in the sea south of Ciala. Is a ley line.
If we go up to Ciala, we'll have to be sneaky around that part because I'm pretty sure she's going to have multiple ships out there.
I'm sure she will, but also the fact that she's a Navy Vice Admiral is both a curse for us since we have to dance around it, but also she can't really commit any war crimes like destroying a civilian vessel. So I don't think you'll have to worry about reaching the island. It's just once you're there, you want to sleep with one eye open.
Thanks for all the talk, Jarrus, and we'll try to see if we can get this done as soon as possible. I'll let you know if we need to bring that group in, but I'd really rather not. Especially where we're going. We don't need that.
Come morning, I'll be there in person. We can talk more then.
Holy fuck, you're fast.
It's amazing what teleportation circles can do.
I'll get faster than teleportation, just you wait.
I don't think that is physically possible.
I will die.
You will die.
I don't know. There's some blue rodent in the world that can do it, no sweat.
No, you can't.
Bro. No! But yeah, and then I'll hop
In
off.
this world, that formerly legendary hedgehog got in a fight. Paraplegic now. Tragic case.
He just does book signings now.
Yeah.
Think a wheelchair is gonna stop him from going fast?
His appearances, but he's retired.
What was Drax's friend's name? Gwimbly?
Gambling.
Yeah, it's Quimbley.
Gambling.
Gambling. Fucking the Sonic goes to that guy. I want rockets on this fucking back of this wheelchair.
Aesthetic legs.
Oh, yeah!
That's way funnier.
My lack of legs isn't gonna stop me!
Not from going fast.
Fuck that!
Yeah, he's actually put on a lot of weight. This chili dog diet.
You know what they say?
since-
Chaos control!
He didn't say that.
He has said it before, absolutely.
No, he hasn't.
Yes, he has. Matt, don't argue with the Sonic fan. You're not a Sonic fan.
He says, I'm going supersonic.
Mm-hmm.
He's go recite the Bible in Japanese in reverse without breathing.
All of it. Coward.
You won't. We're dating.
So anyway, you end your call with Jairus. He will be here in the morning. And you guys, it's probably about 11 a.m. right now. You guys have the rest of the day to do what you're doing in the city of Lyra.
It's only 11 a.m.
And I'm already pissed. Should we take a short rest so everyone can heal a bit?
That's probably not a bad idea.
And maybe, like, get some emotions out?
That's...
Good luck.
Don't think anyone would say no to it.
Good luck.
You don't have to get emotions out now, but I'm gonna be honest. On this
Just take a
mission,
breather.
just take a breather. We're gonna
Take a
try our
lap.
best.
Hit the showers.
Hit the showers. We'll see you there. I'm gonna personally keep on looking around
Mm-hmm.
and try to find stuff. Anyone who wants to join, but I think a short rest
Drax,
is not
Nevi, and Ares will stick with you. Nevi is also in work mode. Drax too pissed to sit down.
Also,
You can see that the his draconic core that ignites when he rages is still fuming. Like there is a heat radiating off of him.
Is there anyone giving him weird looks in the town?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. Great.
Emmy's gonna stick to Drac then. She's
Okay.
gonna hold on to like the smallest talon he has on his hand.
Yeah.
Like, come on, big guy. Let's get some eggs.
Eggs sound
Eggs.
good. Eggs sound
Eggs.
good.
Egg.
But yeah. The Blackgate Company, Zormir and Joji are going to bring Melifaro's body to a safe place, but Arati is going to stick with you guys. She's known the group the least long, so she's less emotionally invested compared to his two lifelong. And she's also in work mode right now. So as you're walking through town, actually, make either investigation or insight check on. Any who would like to. I assume Kelforce will be the highest.
That's 22 currently.
Yeah. Ivanoth, what are you doing?
Is everyone off the dock at this point?
I'd say after a few minutes of Zormir and Jojir decompressing a little, like coming to terms, they'll move him off the dock after probably about 5 minutes or so.
Ivanoth's gonna slug behind the rest of his team as he is not in work mode right now. He is the furthest from work mode.
Yeah.
And as soon as, like, he's basically alone, he is just silently clutching his staff as he slams it into one of the logs of the dock.
Mm-hmm.
Getting a dirty 20 in the process.
All right.
As just a huge explosive cracking sound of wood. And just the slightest bit of fire coming out of his mouth before he composes himself, cast mending real quick on the log, and just...
Not to elaborate, I thought you were just gonna fuck up the dog.
It's already pretty fucked up.
Yeah, he wants anything to break.
It dropped on it earlier.
He wants to break something, anything right now.
Fight Club. I want to destroy something beautiful.
But he will just breathe out and just move on and worry about trying to get emotions out later.
Yeah. Kelfor, you look over Arati. You haven't really talked to her that much. She's pretty
sniper,
quiet.
Right?
She is the sniper. And she's about a mile away during so you look her over, and having just before you left spoken to Captain Rallis, you look and see that she has the same kind of coat that he does, like the same sort of like uniform coat. However, she has casual outfit underneath. And looking at her arm, you can see a patch that says 22nd Artillery Division, Lindstrom. And you recognize that is the same division that Captain Rallis is in, that Captain Rallis leads.
Is she like a mile away still, or is she next to us?
She's walking with you guys.
No, she's walking a mile behind you.
She's a sniper!
She's in scouting mode.
Cool.
So,
seeing that, and seeing Ivanoth hit the thing, I'm like, not a lot of people can be in work mode right now. Let's go ahead and try to maybe break the ice a bit.
uh-huh.
So, you used to be on the city guard before you joined the Blackgate Company?
Yeah, was military for a time.
Yikes.
Yeah, switched over to city guard after the which was it, third Ishiku rebellion ended. Which, if you'd like to make a history check for, you can.
If anyone else
Ivanoth, have you caught up yet, or are you still behind?
I would be in the very back of the pack, but yes, I am there.
Okay. Ivanoth, you can also make a history check at advantage.
Okay. 23.
23. What did you get, Kelfor?
10.
10. Okay. Kelfor, you've heard of the Ishiku rebellions, but that was out of your way. but you know that it was a war between Lind and Shinwu back when it was still independent. Or kind of independent. That's what the war was about, was independence. But you don't really know the details of it, but it happened while you were sailing, the third one in particular. Ivanov, you are very familiar with this. Throughout your whole life in Arteria, there were a lot of tensions between Lind and Shinwu, and the third rebellion, which is the last one, started 9 years ago, so just before you left. And you remember a lot of people that you knew went to fight in that war, being essentially, with Arteria being in between Shinwu and Lind, like the continental Lind. Arteria was sort of a front line in that war, more for the naval end, but a lot of people you knew fought in that war, and a lot of people died in it. It was a bloody war. And it ended only 2 years ago. So yeah. But Arati says, it's like, yeah, I fought in that for 3 years almost, back when it started, and then switched to the city guard to get away from it. And did that for 8 years. And then Blackgate rolled through town on a job, and they wanted to meet, and I met them and I liked them, so I joined up. I was looking to get out of following chains of command anyway.
Good. They're usually not good anyways.
Yeah, don't regret it much.
How long were you a part of the Blackgate Company, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm close to about 2 years now.
Well, I'm not really good with mournful losses, but I'm still sorry for you guys' loss. And if there's anything we can do to make it straight, it's going to be killing those two.
Yep, that's the plan. I think I've learned to deal with death better than the other two. Especially Zormir. He's a bleeding heart. But war kind of knocks that out of you. So he was a great captain, but the way I honor him is by finishing the job.
Yeah, when I used to follow a chain of command fully, mourning was never really part of the deal. It was always do what you're told. Get as much as you can. So, I'm in the same boat as you, where I think it'll be a good time to mourn after we can make sure that everything's good. Make sure that no one else has to go.
Yeah. I'll spread a tear and share some whiskey grave once we've dealt with all of this.
Also, I don't know if you're going to join us on the ship to Ciala, but if you stick with the Blackgate Company, I think it'll be good for you just to keep an eye on Zoramir and them. Make sure they're alright.
Yeah. Looking at their faces, they know the job's half done, so if you got room on your ship, we're coming too.
We got so much room.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, we do have a lot of room. We
A
do
lot of
also
room.
have like
Just
a.
get an upgrade.
We did just get upgrades actually, so
Yeah.
looking forward to it.
We have so much room.
Well, you guys are always welcome on our ship. The times we worked with you guys and went against you guys when we were rivals. We know you guys can always handle yourselves. So.
Yeah, and I don't think Zoramir will be able to get any closure until sinks Malefaro's sword in that admiral's heart. So
That would be my goal. But as it stands right now, let's go ahead, see what we can find around Lyra. And I guess we're going to be getting a ship tomorrow because Jairus is just going to get us a ship how he does.
well, great. I think all of us are itching to hunt them down.
Should we get supplies of anything? I used my thermite and lightning in a bottle in the fight, so...
It's a smart idea. I did a resupply once in Ciala, still with the military, and there I wouldn't count on them for resupplies like that. So,
Yeah.
get
So
what you
they're a
can.
bunch of. So they're a bunch of sissies.
They are just a tiny, small town on like within the Arctic Circle.
Yeah, Emmy says while holding Drax talon. There's a bunch of sissy. I didn't know we were in a sissy town.
God, they're pathetic, right?
Navia's just clenching her fist. Well, it's the military. Never mind. She doesn't care about the military.
Yeah.
Well, let's go ahead and try to resupply as much as we can here. Do any of you guys see possibly weaponsmith or any general stores or anything like that we can hit up?
As you guys are watching, you keep an eye out, and you see a smithy with this larger Goliath man hard at work. And you see a couple generals. And you also pass by a magic item shop, like a magic shop. So yeah.
All right. Does anyone need to hit up anything specific? I'm gonna ask the blacksmith a question about metal, because I want to rust that bastard down.
Ooh.
Guys, I'm gonna go ask the blacksmith about metal real quick.
No, you took that away from me! Stop!
No, that's Emmy. Emmy just thinks it's funny that you were like, I'm gonna go talk to the metal man about metal.
It works out. I mean, he'll probably know the best way, a quick way to get metal rusted. So
That is true.
Emmy will go to the magic item shop. She ran out of vomit potion. He probably won't have nothing like that.
Probably not.
We can still
That was
head.
made especially by Dop.
We can go ahead probably and hit up the magic shop together. I'll bring up the metal stuff later. But yeah, let's go to the magic. Maybe we can find. Do you think the magic shop will have books?
Probably.
We could probably maybe find books about animancy as well.
Maybe. This is a mage town, so probably one of the better places to look for one on it.
Google, get me that concierge book.
It's a cunty kind of session, huh?
Emmy does say this.
Nevi will smack Kelfer and be like, see what you did.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like it was the right word to describe her.
It is.
Emmy, but instead of Google, Emmy said like, Byra, show me that concierge book.
Hopper slaps you.
Oh, he got me in my
Starts taking poison damage.
Yeah. No, I can't because of my skin,
Oh yeah,
but
that's fair.
he got me in my
he smacks you in one of your burn scars from
No,
Herolda's stomach.
Yeah, no, see, I thought he was like,
Where your velvet has been melted off, like stripped off. So
he got me in my Adam's apple.
You fucking get throw punch, just and he's at 8 hit points, so it just immediately goes.
I don't even know what it means. What does it mean?
But you also see near the magic shop, you also see a like an alchemist and chemist kind of thing. So
That will probably be a good.
could also be
idea.
good for metal stuff.
Oxidation. Oxidation.
Oxidization.
Yes, that. I'm not good with words, and I'll quote me on that.
Yeah, you guys are going to the magic shop first.
Yeah, I think the magic shop will be good.
Okay, cool.
Also, I want Ivanov to be around something he's comfortable with currently because he's kind of going through it, and Kelfer's like,
"Hey, Chief, not happening."
I know. He's not gonna try to talk to you.
I keep rolling wisdom checks to like get him to a good spot, and he ain't doing hot.
He ain't hitting them.
That's about right.
God.
The risk I took was calculated, but boy, am I not hitting these DCs.
Arbitrary DCs that I set for myself.
Would you guys look at the? Would you guys look at the?
I saw it.
It
looks like it got fucking stuffed.
Yeah, it's taxidermy.
Like a stuffed animal that fell over.
Yeah, it looks like a taxidermy.
I call this carcass time. Where
I
his
call
whole
it
body.
the muscles have frozen, and I am
He's
stuck.
He's fine. He's fine. Bubba. Yeah, he's fine. He's fine.
I do that with Abby, where she's sleeping for a long time. I'll be like, Abby? And she'll like look up and she's like, okay, cool.
Well,
Abby?
With Bobo, it's like if he's sleeping on the eye that's like there, and sometimes because he'll always look at me, but if it's on the side that doesn't have an eye, I'll usually just take my finger and like poke the indent, and I'm like, "You good?" He likes it. It's itchy in there.
That's true. Abby does rub her socket.
It's Abby's will be Abby's will be really itchy. Bobo's was itchy when he first lost his eye.
It's been like a year since she lost it.
Yeah, Bobo's got bitten out by a boxer. She swallowed it like a gusher.
God damn.
Yeah.
Anyway,
he was in love.
So you guys enter this magic shop, and you see several items around. This is a smaller, like, mom and pop shop, and as you're looking around, you see along the counter and along several of the shelves behind them, you see a bunch of family portraits and stuff of you see it's two like an older couple, probably in their 50s or 60s, and you see all of them with their son, strapping, handsome young man, wearing like decorative.
Strapping?
He's handsome.
Did you base
Wearing
this? Did you base this off Captain America's parents, who are just like the most ordinary people that still work as dentists? And when people ask, they're like, "Oh yeah, my son was in Captain America."
yeah, I thought you meant the character and not Chris Evans, but
Yeah,
yeah.
no, Chris Evans' parents are dentists.
I know that story. It's like watching Captain America while getting my dental work done. Say, "Oh yeah, my son's in that." Not,
Yeah,
he is
exactly.
that.
That's right.
My son killed Nazis, by the way. I hope you guys know.
But yeah, you see, handsome young mage, brown hair that like sort of fades to like gray, and wearing nice robes. You see like a graduation picture of him graduating from the Lindstrom Mages Academy.
Well, I need to roll another wisdom saving throw real quick.
Maybe this was not the place to take fucking Ivanoff.
Why is he upset?
Ivanoff walks out. He's not in the mood for this.
Anyone who would like to
You
make
would
an
have to ask
investigation
him.
check.
Yeah, I'll make an investigation.
Why is that-
Surely I'll roll.
Why is Ivanoff upset? You'll have to ask him, Emmy.
What's
But
his
I
name?
want. But it must. But. Oh, I got a 2.
Okay.
Emmy walked
Teleport, you gotta make
directly.
one.
Yeah, Emmy walked directly into the glass door of the building. God damn!
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, she's like,
I
God
got
damn,
12.
you guys clean
12.
this
Okay.
this window real good. This window's sparkly clean.
Damn, this window, I could barely see it.
literally, Emmy. She's like, I have 1 hit point. I am at 1. I took window damage.
James, if you wanted to make one before,
Sure, I'll make
too.
one before I leave.
just as you're looking at the pictures and stuff.
Yeah, because that is the impetus. I only got a 13.
13. I'd say that's enough.
Okay.
As you guys are looking around, Kelfor and Ivanov, you're both looking at these pictures. Kelfor, you're like, oh, it's kind of nice, with a twinge of like, oh man, parental stuff. Ivanov, you're like, oh. And both of you see back over near one of the windows. Ivanov, you kind of catch it as you're out. You see one picture with the parents and the son, and he's much younger, like he's smaller child. And you see with them, only in this one picture, you see a younger girl as well. She appears to be older, probably 10 to 12 in this picture. But she's also wearing robes. She's very... Wizards or like mages are often pretty scrawny, but she is notably like frail.
She did
And-
not walk up that fucking tower 50 times.
And you see like the bags under her eyes and these sort of tired brown eyes and the white hair pulled back into a ponytail. The two of you make straight intelligence checks.
Oh, I'm so
Is-
intelligent.
Is this
All right.
for Emmy as well?
No, just the two that saw the picture. You got a 1. I'd say you could also do history too.
Oh, history?
Actually, Kelfor, I will give you advantage on this one. Just
Let's
Kelfor, though.
go.
Help me.
Holy shit! 17.
Remember, his brother is his cousin is a mage.
That's
Yeah.
true. Kelfor, you see this picture off in the corner, and you remember looking down on someone as they died, and her eyes losing the blue fire coming from them, and seeing a very familiar, tired brown eyes.
This was the fucking evocation wizard in Lind, wasn't it?
You are able to make the connection that these are Eileen the Azure parents.
I'm gonna say this right now. It's a good thing that I did not roll above in that one. Ivanoth would have completely quit this venture we're going on.
Campaign.
I don't think Emmy would even make the connection because, like,
Clearly not.
It was me and Nevia standing over her as she
Nevia and
died.
Kelfor killed her, so you would have seen as she died the blue, energy flowing from her eyes throughout most of the fight faded. So you would have really been the only ones who saw her eyes.
What was her name again, just to make sure?
Eileen.
Eline.
What a roll to get in that one for.
Azure.
The Azure, yeah.
How do you spell that? I'm sorry.
Azure. Well, that was her title.
Nah, I got it.
Like the flute. But yeah.
I'm gonna look at that. I'm smart enough not to bring it up.
Good.
That was smart. I killed your daughter.
I'm wise enough to realize what is happening and realizing that no one else caught on, and looking around and being like, I will be the one to live with this. All right.
Yep.
And I don't know how much you and Ivanoth would have talked about it, but Aranor did talk to Ivanoth about Eileen, and you learned that she was too frail to really cast spells, and basically the entire city, her parents kind of abandoned her, and that's when Aranor found her and essentially raised her as his own.
Yeah, that's why I
How
said
come-
hell of a roll to get in that one on.
God damn it! Oh man, I
come-
should share it, but I'm
Robert,
not.
What are you gonna
how
say,
come?
Piper?
How come? Why they abandoned her?
This is a city of mages. Status is important in
If you can't be a
mage
mage.
society. And so if your body is so frail and sickly that you spells, you kind of get ostracized for them.
You're kind of seen as not valuable to society.
Mm-hmm. And also, they probably wouldn't know at all what happened to her after she disappeared, because her wanted poster, when you guys were hunting her, just said the Azure. They didn't have her name on it. So they probably don't even know she's dead, or or just assume she's been dead for a long time.
Yeah, Emmy would not. Also, Piper doesn't. It's like, so what? They gave her up. She's dead. Yeah.
I
No,
mean,
that's-
it's more.
It's other things that I'm like, oh, that's fucked.
Well, it's also with Kelfor realizing what he's done with his family is kind of fucked
Ooh,
because
She was a asshole. I
Alright.
took all the stuff. See,
Matt, when we rename this VOD later, just call it "Everyone Gets Real Sad" for a minute.
For a whole session. Oh, I didn't use it at all for season 3, but I'll bring back the gang does whatever.
The gang
title.
gets real
The gang
sad.
gets depressed.
The Always Sunny in Philadelphia title card. Yeah,
I think the last one I did that was when you guys fucked up the Wendigo in season 2, and I named it
the gang dunks on a Wendigo.
The gang dunks on a cryptid.
Dunks on a cryptid.
Man, we have met 2 cryptids, and we only killed one of them.
That's a
The other one.
ratio.
The other one was cool.
Yeah, that one was really cool. I'm gonna take a deep breath. I'm gonna go. Hey,
Kelfor, as you take a deep breath, you just look around and Ivanov's gone completely. You didn't even hear him walk out.
And you see this.
Give him time. Give him time to do. I'm gonna give him space for now.
This kindly looking older couple. You can see that Eileen got a lot of her appearance from her dad. But they give you a smile and they say, "Oh, welcome. What can we do? What can we do for you all today?"
What can I do for you? Shut up!
Yes, we're just adventurers. We're with the Slayers Guild. I don't know if you've heard of us, but we were hoping to stock up some.
Fancy.
Very status.
Yeah, very.
But we would like to see if we can maybe stack up on supplies and magical items here.
Of course. What are you looking for?
Well,
I want the most bizarre. Does Emmy reach the counter?
I will hold you up a little bit.
Wonderful.
She reaches the counter.
How far?
They're getting to that age where they're kind of starting to shrink, and so yeah.
Can they see her?
Yeah.
How much of her face can they see?
You're probably here to the counter.
Excellent. I need the most bizarre thing you have, shopkeeps.
Well,
No less.
I need something that makes my enemies go, huh? You know?
You do that a lot already, Emmy, but alright.
That is, hey, out of character, that's her superpower.
Exactly.
well, we've got a few things we've messed
I majored in freaky little girl in college.
I majored in little freak.
Yeah.
I went to clown college.
I went to clown college.
Well, we've had a few experiments that where we've made some more novel things.
She said, we've fucked around and found out.
What else does a mage do?
The mother, nice to meet you. My name is Joan. And I made these some time ago. She brings out these nice, sort of slippers, like a mage would wear in their tower, kind of thing.
That's so great.
And
explain one more time.
And
they're slippers.
They're slippers.
Mm.
Not like fuzzy slippers, like older
at home
house
slippers.
shoe, house shoe
Understood.
kind of thing.
Understood.
And she sets them down on the counter, and they kind of start. And she's like, "Oh no!"
Are they floating?
And she holds on to them.
Oh,
says-
God!
Well, these slippers, they once a day you can cast the spell Grease on your centered on yourself, and while wearing these, you are immune to grease. The grease spell.
That's actually not bad.
That's
That's
so
actually
good!
not bad. That's a really good fucking thing. I can't wear slippers though, so I can't use it.
Emmy would grab Kelfor.
That's so good.
Emmy would grab Kelfor's like collar, like in a Looney Tunes, where she's like up and she's like, "What do you mean that's good? When do I get greased?"
Grease is a good spell.
Well, it's more in the sense of if you're surrounded by enemies, think about it, and you cast grease and you're not affected, everyone around you's gonna be slipping.
Yeah. So
Oh,
the grease
it
spell,
makes
you
other
cast
people
it.
flippy.
It throws grease on the floor, and anyone caught in it or who goes through it has to make a dex save. Otherwise, they fall prone.
Oh, slippers. They're slippers, Hopper.
The item description is the item name is slippery slippers. Yes.
I was gonna say
Oh, cool. I got the perfect sound for
slippers.
that.
I mean, Emmy, that's not a bad thing. If you ever just want to say you inked yourself and have grease on the floor, it's not a bad idea.
I just need 30 seconds. We'll put a pin in those. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, let me see some more bizarro stuff. Let me.
The husband.
We'll put those
hello.
in the buy pile.
My name is Sven, and he brings out this little pebble and sets it on the counter, and he says, "Now, I'm not going to say it, but
That's not a good start for a command.
but on the use of a command word, which upon attuning you can set, you can change the weight of this pebble to 1 ton, and say it again to bring it back to
I would
its
like
normal
to have that. I would like to have that.
Another
Drake's
prank
like,
item
"Oh."
for Kelfor to fucking kill someone. We
Dude.
evolved from the dead fish coin to a pebble that weighs
Shave
a
that
ton.
down to a musket ball.
What do you think I'm
That's
planning?
so good.
The thing is, Kelfor has 2 options: a way to take down a fucking boat, and a way to fucking rust metal. And
Because here's the thing. It does say you cannot throw this item. It doesn't say anything about shooting.
Could I? It's a ton, right?
1 ton.
It'll weigh 1 ton.
Hey, Drac, can you hold this for a second?
Yeah.
All right. What's the command word?
We have
You
it
gotta buy
currently set
buy
to
it
Baba
first.
Ganoush.
Baba Ganoush, got it.
Why is it Baba
We were just needed a word we don't say off.
Yes. Whenever you say any command word, you need to say something you don't say often.
Hear me out, though. This is perfect. Think about this. If I shoot this at a monk and they deflect missiles and catch it, Baba Ganoush.
That's fair. Okay, that one goes to Kelford.
I'm not gonna lie. I have so many ideas to run with that pebble.
Yeah.
Oh, this is perfect. I will buy that one immediately, by the way.
Okay. Oh, for that, it's more novelty, so we'll save
It's not a novelty.
How much you say?
40 gold.
It's not a novelty. It's so good.
That's a war crime! That's not a novelty!
So good. You're so talented.
With novelty and everything, because it is just a pebble with the ton. I don't know much I can do with that, but it does seem like a fun party trick. Could we maybe get it down to 30?
I'll
They
pay
kind of
it.
look at each other and say, "We can do 30."
I will
Oh
pay
my
them
God.
30.
Go for it. Go
And
for it.
please send me those item description, please. I will love that. I am gonna take this ship fucking down brick by brick, plank by plank.
Board by board.
I'm going to ship of
Molecule
Theseus.
by molecule! Atom by
But I'm not
atom!
replacing the parts.
Uh-oh.
They say for more standard items, we've got. They pull out a pair of gloves, and these add a plus 10-foot radius to any spell that grants light, and to torches.
That's really good.
Not to a damage area, but the light created from it will increase by 10.
No, yeah, that's still pretty good. Because we have some people here who don't have dark vision, right?
Yes.
And I have the light spell.
Couldn't
Ivanov,
be me.
I believe, doesn't have dark vision.
Couldn't be
Nevia, Ares, Drac.
Basically,
I think
no.
only Emmy
Yeah.
and Kelfor do.
Yeah, I think only you two.
Oh, wow.
Couldn't be me.
Amy and I try to high five each other because we have good eyes. We fucking miss.
And you both have full dark vision as well. So,
Mhm.
and also once per day with those gloves, you can cast the spell Pyrotechnics once per day.
It's a cantrip that just lets you make illusory stuff.
Ah, damn! I
Make
thought it could be real
fireworks.
fire.
Like that. Yeah, it is illusory.
You got anything spooky, shopkeep? So far, everything has been delightful. Just delightful.
Spooky.
Spooky.
You want your teeth to fall out?
No.
Too late.
Ah!
Emmy has regrowable teeth. So,
Ah!
I mean, yeah.
Don't
You
no!
can have infinite teeth.
Not the Donkey Kong retractable teeth.
Oh no, they're not retractable. She
Okay,
just
good.
she can grow a lot of she can grow more teeth. At least in her mind, because she did it once. So
Well, we've got this, and they pull out a jar that is filled with orange glowing spiders. When released,
I don't like
good
that.
wording.
I don't like that.
Keeping away from
it's
this
fine.
shit.
Ivanov, calm down. It's fine.
The owner may
No, this is
speak.
me.
The owner may speak a single word to the spiders.
Baba Ganoush.
They will
No,
crawl to. They will crawl to any instance of that word that is within 30 feet of them, in which they blink brightly. So, say
That's
you were
just
like,
very fire.
well, so if you're in a room or something, you could use them and say gold, and they will go to any gold within the room and blink brightly as to where it is.
So it's a metal detector.
It's
An
a
item finder
it's
with
a
a
thing
a-
detector. It's
It is
Harvest.
a detector.
It's Harvest from
of-
JoJo.
It is a
I thought-
detector of anything that you can describe with one word.
Emmy's gonna start cackling, and she's gonna say under her breath, "Orifice." And she's gonna ask, "How much?"
I start if the spiders start coming near me, I start
The
swinging.
mouths, ears, eyes. Oh,
No.
Exactly. That's why she's gonna say orifice and
Anus.
throw the jar against a wall.
Would that work if you describe a person as like an admiral?
that you could.
The
Sea
reason why
captain.
The reason why I'm thinking
One
that is,
word.
Two words.
if we find someone invisible,
Mhm.
we could have the
It
spiders
does
detect
work on invisible things as well.
Emmy says, "Hunt," and throws the
They just
spider.
they start just running.
All right, so
Actually, no, they would probably take it literally, so they would go to any woman in the range.
oh, that's okay. That's my fault.
You rat!
I'll buy another. Yeah, Emmy will say automaton. To find the invisible
I
thing.
will.
But yeah. I'm gonna take the fall down shoes and the spiders, please.
Okay. The slippery slippers are
Ivanov, would you want
30 gold.
those gloves?
No, I don't need them.
I mean,
No,
I wouldn't say no to him, but
The meta crawler, which is what the jar of spiders is called, is 100 gold. So 130 total.
All right. 130.
How much are those gloves, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, they'd be about 120.
I am gonna be like, do an insight check and be like, would Ivanov want to spend 120 gold on this?
I mean,
I'll get it.
I'll roll deception.
Nah. I'll buy it for Ivanov.
Okay.
And I'll pay 120. I won't even haggle this time.
Yeah. Do I want to do this?
I will try to abuse anything you hand us. So maybe.
It is made for Kelfor. I'm trying to figure out if I want to do myself this way.
I could. Emmy will bid him on it. We'll do a bid war.
All right.
Emmy can't quite use it yet, but if she does end
That's
up multi-classing into monk, she could. They pull out two sort of or actually you could feasibly just do one. They pull out a long thing of arm wraps. And they're covered in dust. But only monks can attune to them. While worn, they give a +1 bonus to attack rolls with unarmed strikes. And once per day, after successfully hitting an unarmed attack, you can activate the arm wraps to fly off of your arms and begin choking an enemy within range.
I'm just gonna be like, good game, bud. High five. Starts choking.
Yeah.
Hey, Kelfor, how much money? Kelfor, how much money do you have?
A lot.
Yeah,
Give
you
me a
all
number.
have so much money.
Can he
number.
roll an Arcana check to see if he peers into another universe where a robot does that and drags people into fire?
I just start looking at those raps and like Kelpor's mind immediately goes to how can I implement this?
How can I abuse this?
Yeah, and
How can I
you
abuse
just
this?
hear a robotic voice during go fire, burn, fire, burn.
Yeah, these are the choking arm wraps, and they are specifically made for assassin shadows.
How much are those wraps?
They are 200.
Yeah, I'll take them.
You got any?
And you could feasibly replace your.
I know.
Armband,
I'm just gonna let Enigma
just
sleek
have
over
Enigma
to
go
it.
in there, which terrifying. Where you can have them choke, and then Enigma creates psychic blades that just dig into the neck.
That's the point. If I stunning strike, choke them out while they're stunned, and just
Yeah, that's terrifying. You
so
can see why I was like, do I want
it will be a combo of Kelfor's
wombo combo?
that would only be used on really bad people because he thinks that's a little bit fucked up.
Kelfor's getting a full 14 rotation.
Is it on my main cooldown or secondary cooldown?
It's OGCD.
You're a
Damn.
fucking mix of a Bloodborne character and a Monster Hunter character.
Yeah, let me go ahead and take the 200 away from that, and I'm
Yeah.
definitely mine. Oh man, I can also put the pebble in the wrap, so the moment it like wraps and starts choking, just put a ton and they fall backwards and there's a ton on their neck. Oh, it's perfect.
Mhm. Oh yeah. Just right over their larynx.
Yeah, just go
Oops.
Baba Ganoush.
Just give him a tracheotomy. They bring out this this white cape that has the holy symbol of Chimera on it, the goddess of fate and something else. And they say, now while we were making this, we had something strange happen.
Just Piper sent me something.
Oh. While we're making this, we had something strange happen. And they go over and grab like a thing of like alcohol, and they just pour it onto the cloak, and it lands on it and then just rolls off like a goose or a duck's coat. It can't get dirty, which we weren't expecting to happen.
Fucking Alucard cape.
But this is a cloak of protection, so you get a +1 to AC.
Fuck!
And once per day, you can as a reaction, you can cast the sanctuary.
Wait, you can cast a sanctuary spell as a reaction?
Yeah.
What? I had to look at the sanctuary
How
spell.
fucking much is that cape?
This one's a bit pricier, but it is only a first level spell, but it's a very good first level
Oh,
spell.
Sanctuary is amazing. Casting any spell that's not a reaction as a reaction is fucking amazing.
It makes them make a wisdom save.
I mean, it was a bonus action prior, so.
That doesn't matter.
Yeah, basically, Sanctuary, while that is on them, as long as they do not attack something, they cannot be targeted for attack. They can still be hit by AoE attacks, but they cannot be targeted for attack.
Well, they can be, but the person who targets them has to make a wisdom saving throw,
Right.
and if they fail, they have to choose a new target, and if they
Yeah.
can't, it fizzles.
Yeah.
I mean,
How much?
That's good for Emmy, straight up.
Yeah, because I'm bad at doing damage right now.
Yeah, you need that.
All I'm doing is healing.
But that would keep you protected.
Yeah, it's good protection. Say for this one, it'd be about 500 gold. Coming to mom and pop shops, you get good deals.
There's another timeline where Ivanhoe's completely fine, and he's just like, dude, these people know what they're selling!
They made it, so yeah.
You got anything spicy? Being spicy.
Oh, so.
What
Mean.
spice are you talking?
Mean.
Hateful.
Hateful. Well, we try not to. We're...
we try.
Let's see. Well, the choking arm wraps, they were pretty rough. But,
They kept on choking me out.
That was an experiment for something else, but it didn't go anywhere.
Turns out pleather is not a good material for it.
That one's really... Don't know if I'll give you that one. That one's a little too good.
Share with the rest of the class, Matthew.
No.
Wait, if someone's choking, they can't do verbal spells, right?
Yes,
Mhm.
that is correct.
They cannot do somatic aspects.
Verbal. Somatic is hands.
Say
Or-
fucking
yeah.
speak spells.
Now, if you use those bands of choking to go to their hands, they also couldn't do somatic. Help! Just hope they're not a sorcerer.
Yeah. Or have metamagic adapt.
I still can't get over Unsleeping City Season 2, where they fought a monk who specifically shut down vocal components, and one of them had subtle spell, and they were like... and the monk was just like...
Timeout scenes!
No! Oh.
I love whenever Matt's looking at it and he opens his eyes going,
Oh no.
That one's really fun. I'll give you that one. So they take out this fountain pen.
oh god.
No. I'm tell for let him cook.
This can only be attuned to by full casters. So Ivanoth and Emmy.
Get fucked.
Hey, I'm fine with that.
Um,
I don't need more items.
uh, me say,
Kelvor got real defensive there. I don't.
I I'm
Oh,
fine with listen, I'm not trying to take everything.
I didn't even fucking want your dumb shit.
Hey, Emmy, catch this pebble. Baba Ganoush.
You can't throw it.
Sorry. Hey, Emmy, hold this
Emmy,
pebble. Baba
hold this. Baba Ganoush.
Alright, yeah. Alright,
You can
alright.
drop it. You cannot throw it. Um,
He's like, hey, Emmy, open your mouth. She's like, absolutely. Why shouldn't I trust you?
I eat rocks all the time.
Yeah, I literally currently have rocks in me.
They aid in digestion.
Yeah.
So true.
It's like a life straw.
She's like an herbivore dinosaur.
It's like
Um,
a earth straw. It helps filter all the bad.
You're like a seagull.
But yeah, they pull out this pen. They say, "No, we didn't make this. This is actually a relic that was brought to us.
Mhm.
It's ancient. We haven't quite been able to find a date, but it's very old, And-
20 years old, 30.
at least.
At
And-
least.
That's
Once
old.
upon a time, it was able to. You could write out a spell and create it whole cloth. Now it's lost a bit of its potency. Currently, it only generates enough ink to write a single letter at a time, once per long rest. And as a bonus action, you can change the letter, a letter that has already been written. For one casting before it go back. Altering the spell in that manner falls to me. On how it works.
Oh, it's a dyslexic spell.
Absolute cocksucker.
But it works on spells cast and on scroll. So it is essentially a dyslexic thing where you are able to, once per long rest, change a single letter of a spell.
Of one spell or multiple spells?
One spell, once per long rest.
I mean, I
Too
know.
bad. I'm stupid.
James
you could
loves
do-
these items.
I mean, how
I
much is that
fucking
item?
scream. This is the one episode where I'm like, Ivanov needs a break. He needs to have an emotional moment. And every other side of
Can
me is
you-
like, you fucking absolute moron. Go back in that shop.
Can you explain an instance that this would be useful? Because my
So-
brain is like,
Change.
So imagine casting the spell Fireball. You can switch one of the letters with something you write on the cloth. So instead of Fireball, it can be like Firebalm. You're switching an L to an M.
or Hall.
Or
My
Hall.
favorite.
Or Fire Mall.
Or Firewall, which is
Yeah.
another spell. Or James has done changing polymorph to holymorph
My
before.
favorite.
So instead of turning into an animal, less being.
Yeah.
There are a lot of uses. It is just limited by your creativity and what I allow you to do.
so instead of a polymorph, he did a what?
Holy morph.
Switching the P to an H.
Mm-hmm.
So what did he turn into?
A fucking borderline solar.
Yeah, I think he turned into a solar campaign.
Which is
a
a very powerful angel.
Celestial angel.
God, I wish I was smarter because my brain isn't able to view words that way. So, like,
I'm there with you, Emmy. It's hard for me to do it.
because Emmy's first thought was die, but turn it to pie.
Harm could be
Marm.
Arm. Larm. Parm? You can make a Parmesan!
Arm.
Fucking
Yeah.
pull the trigger, dude.
Still does 14d6 damage.
But you turn into
Um,
chicken parm after that.
Blight could turn into flight,
Is there like
which is a lower level spell.
it's just like Bane could turn into
Pain!
Maine.
Pain.
turns into a windowsill. Emmy sends a message to Ivanov, and she's like, "How do you spell pain?"
I'll figure it out.
What kind? Why?
Oh no! Oh god!
What
Yeah,
kind?
if you did spell it P-A-N-E, you would summon an ethereal.
Kelfor, we're so dumb. I don't know how to. No,
Why?
What do you need to spell? What's going on?
I don't know how to. I'm not smart enough to use this in combat. I
Hey,
don't know.
Hey.
It's okay, Emmy. You're not smart enough for most things.
Is that what Nevia says?
No.
Okay. Listen.
Who said that?
Who said
Who
that?
the fuck said that?
Ares is like, yeah, who said that?
But, Emmy, it's a-okay. If you're not comfortable using that, we know Ivanov.
I need to look at a spell list because, like, bitch, what the? How much do you want for the pin?
Well, it is quite a powerful. I don't think we can part with it for anything less than 1,500 gold.
Someone tell me I'm gonna buy it.
15.
You can't. Emmy has telepath. She can call.
She messages Ivanov again, and she's like, "Can you think of anything that rhymes with die?"
Lie.
Oh, that'll work. Would that work?
Yeah.
Big pie in combat? Turn him into
Well,
a pie?
It's up to
You
Matt to
don't
figure
have
out what it does.
you add a character. You don't have to use it in combat.
Yeah, you don't.
Somebody else go. I've got to look up a spell list.
1,500. You said.
1,500. Yes.
Well,
I
feel
have the
like-
money. I just don't have the intelligence. I'm looking up stuff.
No, trust me. I mean, I'm trying to haggle.
Oh,
This is where I'm gonna haggle because we have bought a lot of items from them, so I'm gonna try to go off that. I will say you guys have been very forthcoming and great with the items you presented. The novelty
You've
ones.
been lovely customers.
Well, thank you so much. 1,500 might be a little up there. Would maybe 1,400 work?
Talk amongst themselves. You could do 1,400.
Emmy's got like a sheet of paper and she's furiously writing. She could do find the bath.
Wait, what spell is that?
Find the path.
Find the path.
I could do heroes beast.
Find the math.
Heroes
Heroes
beast,
beast.
dude.
That could be a terrifying spell.
Find the math.
Find the map. Instant
Math.
There's like a fucking equation you need. You're like, find the math for me, bud. I can't handle this.
Yeah, Matt, what does that turn into? What does find the math look like?
Great question.
Go
I
to
would
work.
need to be in an instance where you use that to give you any sort of context.
I cast find the math on the automaton.
Shit, man, you're about to get fucking overloaded with some math.
Overload its computer.
She does gun beam.
Yep.
See, now
You
you're
can't
getting
do
it.
that.
Now you're getting it. You're getting it. You're getting it.
Emmy, this is the power of that. You could use that.
Yeah.
I mean, she's still writing furiously, and Hopper's like, calm down. Calm down.
Wait 1 second. I have a perfect thing to pull
Power
out.
word fill.
They fill with piss. Do I get to pick the liquid?
That is up to me.
No, it's up to Matt.
You choose the name of the spell. I choose what
That's-
they are filled
That's the
with.
give and take. You can come up
But
with
it
whatever
could-
you want, but the DM comes up with the effect.
But it could, yeah, I mean, it could fill a person, like any open spot in a person's body, with water, or blood, or glue,
Or piss?
or piss, or cum.
Animate
Yeah.
head.
Speak with head.
Fuck!
Speak with lead.
How's it going, bud?
Been here a
Could I-
while.
Could I
Poisoning
do
people.
that? Could I do that in the sense of getting information from, like,
Feasibly. There's speak with
Metal.
animals and speak with plants too, so I don't see why.
alright, hey, take my money. Take my money.
1,400 gold.
1,400. Got it.
You and I have not allowed to share that.
My turn with the pen.
They also bring out a ring that has the sort of engraving of a cat on it.
Oh, is this Featherfall or something? Or Land on Your Feet?
No.
Opposite. You
It
start
is-
flying.
It's just called Animal Ring.
I thought it was Ring
What?
of Evasion for a second. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
No. I'm not
Okay,
giving
good,
that.
good, please!
Please.
Please.
This ring gives a +2 to animal handling, and gives animals and pets, including familiars, an additional 5 HP,
I mean, that's good
which
for him.
would effectively double Hopper's hit points.
Hopper will maybe not get one shot.
He has 6
Why do you think-
currently.
Why do you think I lick him and stick him to walls?
Listen,
but
I
you could
thought he was
maybe
just
take
sticking
a
out.
single hit from certain things.
Hopper, can you wear a ring? Your hands.
You would wear it, and your pet, you would get +2 to animal handling, and Hopper, being your familiar, would get +5 HP.
Instead of heel, I just do head. 60
So no head.
feet.
If anyone is loses their head, we're so back.
Head.
I read it out of. Instead of heel, I cast seal.
Meal.
The
Peel.
possibilities are fucking endless.
I cast peel.
Wheel.
The wheel you're thinking of is a word.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
WEAL?
What does it mean?
I don't remember.
Great question.
Let me look it up.
I believe a red swollen mark on flesh by a blow or pressure.
So basically, like one of those bumps you see in a cartoon.
Yeah,
You
pretty
just
much.
give him a bump. I'll heal you. Well.
Wheel.
Instead of harm, I cast harp. Harp.
Yes.
Hell of a harp.
I cast hard. I cast hard. I cast 60 feet of hard.
They'll also pull out a pretty standard looking short sword. They say, this is really the only thing that I maybe have one other, but this falls more into the novel. It is a +1 short. And on a successful critical hit, you roll a percentile, and it has a 25% chance of polymorphing the target into a common chicken. When hit, they will turn back to their original form, but it will still count as a crit.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I'm tapped out.
I feel like I can't use that with all the stuff I already have. I feel like that's going to be more of a Drac Nevia even.
How much was the cape, the healing thing, the sanctuary cape?
The cape, I believe that was 500, which I don't know if you've deducted from your thing, but you bought it.
I just now did it. Emmy's gonna send a message to, or tell it, she's gonna talk to Ivanoth and be like, so I know we're having a real bad day, so I got you something.
You don't have to.
No, you'll be so upset if I take backsies.
Okay, I'll hold you to it.
Well, you guys have been just wonderful.
We do have 2 more items if you're curious.
Please.
If you're into pranking your friends, as it were, with,
yes.
I don't know, disguised
Yes.
potions of some kind.
Yes.
I definitely didn't give Drac a potion, said it was cold resist, and it's a potion that's going to make him not be able to say words for a couple hours. But yes.
They pull out this potion. It's just a white liquid inside. Not that viscous. And
there's a little bit of a rainbow color inside.
This flask, when drunk from, makes the drinker switch 2 stats, including bonuses, for 1 hour.
Christ on the cross, Matthew!
How much?
Well, it is a gimmick, but it's quite an interesting.
Do I get to choose the stats?
No.
If you know what it does, yes. If you don't, it is random.
Hey, Drac might be getting a potion.
Don't put 2 on him. That's so mean.
Every time I've done it, it's when Adam's not here. So
I know. Save it for Julia's character.
yeah, how much is it?
Well, it is quite useful, so I'd say 800 gold.
Fuck.
The thing is if it's a prank.
I have so much money. If Ivanov wasn't in a shit mood, I'd be buying everything they have.
This next one's really...
God damn it.
Well, hear me out. With everything we've been buying, and it is a prank. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna use that as a prank.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna make a really strong guy, really, really charismatic.
We're gonna make a really strong guy, really smart. He'll be able to read.
Yeah, we're gonna make a really, really, really,
What
really.
happened?
You know, the funny thing
Yeah, we're
is
gonna
you
make
can
a
do that
makes
to me and
sense.
you can do that to me and do
Yeah.
the opposite.
True.
Yeah, no, Emmy's gonna
That's
narrow
some
her eyes,
mystical
put her hand on the counter, and be like, "We're gonna make a really, really buff man be able to read. This cannot be utilized in combat.
500.
Oh, it can.
No,
No, it certainly
not
can.
by
Make
us.
persuasion with advantage.
Alright.
Do I look like the kind of person that's smart enough to use this in combat?
I mean, you're right, but
So that's why I get advantage.
the thing is, if you do that to combat, that could actually be such a bad move.
17.
You could make someone unbelievably constitutional.
Well, you've all been very kind and generous customers, so I don't see why not.
You got a 21.
I shake their hand and I buy that immediately.
Mhm.
And I put that in my pocket for a bit.
Yeah,
can't
so that
wait
is
to
the
be a
elixir of talent shifting.
Christ alive.
I have sent only you the item description for it, so that it is not in chat.
God, I love being the worst. I'm waiting for Adam to drink that potion, and I'd go.
Okay, here's the thing. If you do that to him, he's not going to trust you again.
No, the thing is I'm immediately going to throw him a cold potion after that because I bought a cold resist as well.
Okay.
He just won't be able to thank you or curse you out for a while.
Can
He'll
he
still get
hear
the
the
cold
words
resist.
incorrect?
They say, but we've got one more item that I think a band of strapping adventurers in the Sayers Guild could use, find quite useful. And they pull out this javelin that the head of it is shaped like an arrow vector, like kind of like a harpoon. And this is a +1 javelin, and once per long rest, you can, on someone that you hit with this weapon, you can make them roll a DC 18 con save, and if they fail, their gravity is reversed for 1 minute.
All right, how much for that one?
That's fucking horrifying.
Yes.
I gotta get that
We
one.
haven't even run into a graviturgy mage this entire campaign
yet.
yet.
Dude, no, hear me out though. What the fuck? You throw that and hit someone and they're outside?
They go flying!
They just
Well,
go
now
up
I
for
already-
1 minute.
I bought Ivanov something. I gotta buy Drax something.
300. They would go 300 feet in the air, right?
Mhm.
And then they would come right back down.
It would be the same as falling speed.
I don't know how. I thought that would be 30. I'm not. Let me look at falling speed.
I actually don't remember what it is off the top of my head.
I think it
Jesus
increases.
Christ.
500 feet per round. 500 times 10 is 5,000.
So they go a mile in the air. If left unchecked, they would go a mile in the air.
That does seem to be the standard. So yeah, 500 feet per round. So, and then they would go back down once the effect ended.
Oh, we could hit the automaton with that. I don't think evocation has a way to fly, dude.
He has jet boots.
He has jet boots.
Damn. It would really fuck him up, though.
You know who it would be nice on? Well, if we kill the robot first, then use it on the Navy captain.
Yeah.
But then we do it over a large body of ocean and make her swallow the pebble.
God damn!
Emmy says this out loud.
I immediately look at Emmy and I go...
you just subtly slip the throat and the rock into her throat, and then when she's all the way out there, you just see Kelfor go, Baba Kadoosh.
I think she would die instantly.
Probably.
Holy fuck! Yeah, I mean, how much is that?
Let's see.
We're gonna give that one to Drac, and I think the sword we should give to Drac as well. Currently,
Yeah.
I'm not buying him the sword.
well, if you buy the javelin, I'll buy the sword.
So the javelin, the sword is goofy. It's about 60 gold.
I'll buy the sword.
The javelin is a very good item. So, they will, this one will cost,
You have no idea how happy we are to have come into this establishment. I have done, sir and ma'am, I have done all of my Christmas shopping in one go. It's incredible. What a wonderful business you run.
So, this one would be 5,000 gold for the inversion javelin.
Oh no. Unless I've not listed money, that's it. Emmy's out.
Either you've spent a lot of money, because you guys got, I think, 20,000 at the end of season 3.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I currently have 12,463, so I'm still good.
All right, so I'm buying that. So 5,000 plus.
I could just make this purchase for Drac.
500.
I'm gonna be honest. We're getting these for Drac.
I don't know how much money he has, though.
Yeah, that's the thing. Let's go ahead and just say, like, with the sword and the javelin, and see if Drac wants to take them.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, whenever Adam comes back next session, we'll bring him up.
Yeah.
And
It's not. Oh no.
We'll say it's an escrow for the moment for when he comes back next week.
Yeah.
Okay, so can you tell me the price?
Schrodinger's inversion javelin.
Will you tell me the price for the cape, the slippers, and the spiders again?
500 for the cape. I believe it was 200 for the spiders.
Mm-hmm.
And for the slippers, I think that was
30.
30.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so
that
and then
is
the pen is
730.
15.
Yeah.
Pen is 15. Pen 15.
All right.
Shut up.
You guys part of that club too?
I am.
Um,
Lifelong member. Also, I will say, for damage calculation for falling damage in the general rule book, falling damage caps at 20d6.
Yeah.
Cool.
Which is
Question.
120 points of damage.
What if we put a ton on that?
That may change things.
Yeah, cool that there's arbitrary rules. What if we did a homebrew rule where there's a fucking
Hear
ton?
me out. Have you considered this?
Wait, I have an idea with the reverse gravity if I ever want to just fail that check on purpose.
You could.
You could.
Well, I am a monk, so fall damage isn't that big of an issue for me.
Right.
Matt, will you need a list of what we've bought?
I've been sending it in the Matt D&D. You guys just have to remember which ones you bought.
Yeah, I already got all the ones I bought on my character sheet.
And the chicken short sword as well.
Oh yeah, if you can send that. I did buy that as a gift for Drac. Same with the gloves, which I have enough. James, go ahead and put the gloves in your inventory. I am just going to be giving you those.
Okay.
So you're buying the javelin?
Oh no, I bought the sword.
Okay.
Do you need help buying the javelin?
No, I do not.
Are you sure? Because
I now have $16,000.
that's not
There
that
you
bad.
go. So yeah, you buy the inversion javelin.
Could you maybe put the gold price on those as well? See if maybe Drac was like, "Oh, I would pay for that," because I don't want Emmy to be crippled.
I will do that after the session, when I can go back and rewatch the VOD.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
But I will do that. So yeah. Well, thank you all so much for patronage. It's wonderful customers. Please come back anytime you would like to.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for all of the amazing items. It's been great. We do have to head out and go somewhere and check up on one of our comrades. So,
Of course.
I want to be the last one to leave the store because I'm going to say something.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Ivanov!
I'm standing outside, so.
Ivanov! Close your eyes and hold out your hands.
We'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah. Everyone else files out. Cal4, you're at the door, fixing to leave.
I couldn't help but notice that you have a picture of your family here, and you look so happy. I see a picture of a young girl there. Is everything still good? I see your son's here.
She was frail, sickly.
She was how you say a dud.
So fucked.
One day, many years ago, she just left on her own. We haven't seen her since, but we can only assume she's either passed or maybe she's found some treatment, but if that's the case, she's never visited.
Did you guys ever go to look for her?
We did. Some of the guards in town searched for her, but nothing ever came up. They managed to trace it to a campfire she had built, not terribly far out of the city, but after that she just disappeared. It's as if she teleported away.
Do you miss her?
Well, of course. It's just been so long that it's hard to. We've been so long without her. It's tough to feel as we did when we lost her. But our son is our pride and joy, so he helped us heal.
Can I roll an insight check to see if they actually cared?
Sure, go ahead.
Cool. Oh, that's actually good. 23.
Okay. You can see that they do certainly miss their daughter. You know, it's their kid. But it's been so long, and you can kind of get, as they're talking, like little things where they kind of have to choose their words carefully, and you've seen that before when you're trying to think up good things to say about someone.
Okay. So, because Kelfor didn't hear that conversation that Ivanov... Well, did we talk about that stuff in general? Did everyone bring that up? No? Cool.
Avenatha has especially kept that one on kind of a tight lock.
Yeah.
That's fair. Well, I have two things to say. One, if you do want to know, for closure, I will give this to you. I have met your daughter, and she is dead.
When did you meet her?
Your daughter was in a dark place, and she did a lot of damage and killed a lot of people.
I see.
And from what you've been telling me, and what I can read from you, I feel like if you treated her with even more love and respect, maybe that wouldn't happen. And I would walk out the door.
Jesus fucking Christ!
Fuck, that's cold!
Ice Mage Kelfor over here, god damn! Cryomancer.
And then Kelfor's going to go quiet for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Because a little bit of reflection on his own family
Can I?
life that he's going to be thinking.
Can I make a perception check?
Hmm?
Not high enough. I wanted to see if I could hear any bit of that.
Right. So Kelfor, as you walk through the door and close it behind you, Emmy is in the process of giving Ivanov a gift.
Alright, Ivanov, close your eyes.
Very well.
Alright. Are they closed?
I'm not seeing anything.
Okay. I'm gonna set it in your hand. I want you to guess what it is. She sets the pen in your hand.
A pen!
Wow!
Wait until I tell you what this pen
No, can I make an Arcana check before she can... Actually, can I just cast Identify?
Yeah.
I'm going to subtly cast Identify while she's explaining.
You take away her moment.
No, I'm not taking it away. I'm going to act surprised.
Well, also, Emmy's a dipshit, so she's probably
That's
like...
also... She's not the best at explaining things.
Nah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Just screaming. She's just screaming pie.
Describing what this does. She's like, die! Pie! You gain a full understanding of this item's magical effect.
Even in a place of pretty somber and solemn, like, grief and anger, you do see a little bit of a smile come across his face. My father taught me about a trick like this once. I was never able to really have the time to figure it out, but I always wanted to. Thank you, Emmy. I appreciate it.
You might have some pins, but you also have some gloves, and I'll hand you the gloves.
I've ran out of my Identify, so what do these do?
It makes you see better when you cast light spells, and also
That's also incredibly helpful.
gives you like a 10 feet radius increase of it. So I think it'd be great for you since you can't see well in the dark.
Wait till I tell you.
And you can add pyrotechnics to your spell list.
As that as well.
Wait till I tell you what I got. Drac. I got Drac something too.
Oh fuck, pyrotechnics, second level spell. Holy shit.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Jeez. Oh, I was thinking of dancing.
Yeah,
Do you want
dancing
me to
light.
put dancing light instead? Okay.
No, keep pyrotechnics.
Okay. You got something for Drac?
We both did, actually, but I think Emmy's might be a little bit cooler.
Wow, you all spent quite a bit in there. How much was this pen?
Actually, it wasn't that bad. The javelin, though, was a lot. I really hope Jack
I
cares about it.
sense some funky magic going on with that one.
Yeah, the inversion javelin in like Lindstrom from a magic shop that would have that would probably go for over 10K. So
We've robbed these people fucking blind. Good. I'm sorry. They're kind of shitty.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
We also
Well,
have a sword that can turn people into chickens. 25% chance, but you know,
on a crit.
on a crit.
I would feel kind of guilty if I didn't pay you back somebody. You didn't have to gift me anything.
I mean, bud, it's been rough. It has been a rough fucking day, or I guess morning. And
It's not even 12.
It's like noon.
I know it's not even noon. And listen, whatever you're going through, we're here for you. And any way we can make you feel better, or, you know, make you feel that we care about you, we're gonna do. And I'm never gonna force you to talk about things, but... And I'll, like, put a fist on your chest and hit, like a little quick, like... Whatever you want to get off. We'll always here to be listen. We'll always be here to listen.
I appreciate it. It's something I think that would be best talked about after the sun's gone down.
Night's usually the best time to talk about things that you don't want to.
Mm-hmm. No kidding.
By the way, Arati, did you buy any magic bullets while you were in there? Like,
They didn't really have much.
nah. But man, did we rob them blind. Dumbasses. Alright. Well, I think the Alchemist would be good to go to next. One, for maybe more stuff for you, Arati. And I'm going to try to find things that can maybe put tar on a boat so we can keep fire going on it so we make sure it goes down.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys head over to the alchemist's shop.
Also, don't forget grease is flammable.
Grease is flammable.
Exactly. We're going to burn Emmy alive.
That is a
Emmy's like,
sacrifice. That is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. That
Emmy,
is a sacrifice.
you're always the best.
No problem. No problem. Just promise me that you'll use all the parts of my corpse. It's what I wanted. And
Look.
what I'm saying is you need to eat me.
Like,
There
if we
you go.
burn you alive or just in general?
Like, I need you to use all my meat.
I've been hyper-focused to where I've been paying attention to us instead of, like, the chat and shit. There's been one scammer so far. And my friend Leah came in and said, "Chat, delete this guy.
Chat, delete this man.
Chat, delete this guy."
Banned for 2 days, 15 minutes.
But yeah, you guys enter this shop, and you see this young woman working hard away. She's wearing a bunch of eclectic stuff with like this big, like quilted brown jacket or coat over, big glasses, and she'll turn to you all and say, "Oh, hey, you're new faces. What's up?"
I immediately start looking to see if we maybe know a family member of this fucking person to see if maybe I'm gonna fucking have to go through the whole rigmarole again.
She's probably about 25, so
Oh,
probably
thank
no
God.
children to worry about.
Probably.
You don't see any real photos or anything around, so nothing yet, but keep an eye out.
I thought And Kelvor's gonna be like, "Hey, just gonna break the ice here. You don't have any mass murdering people in your family or anything we have to worry about that we encountered, right?"
You know,
I don't think so.
not off the top of my head.
Cool. Anyways, yeah, we came in here to look at some stuff. Do you possibly have anything that can make metal rust pretty quickly?
She'll go over and
Just pulls out a
she's
gallon of water.
Now, it won't work quickly, but man, does it fuck him up.
It does work.
she goes over and you see behind her a big wall of like drawers and stuff. And Ivanoth, you would just know this.
I'm
As you
definitely
look,
in the shop at this point. There's nothing for me
Yeah.
to stress me out right here.
you see that this wall is, each drawer is labeled in order for each one of the periodic elements.
Holy shit.
Um,
What are those symbols?
Those
are
chemical.
radioactive.
Oh, okay. Stand back.
Do I know what radioactive is?
They're safe.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. They're low. Okay, the low level. Thank God.
Well, some are, but the others are magically.
Emmy
Um,
goes
that
to
makes
like
no sense.
put it in her mouth.
No, no, no.
And he
That
grows a
fucking-
new tongue.
Fucking thing I sent
Listen.
to you, James.
Huh?
Fucking thing I sent to you, James. The Cosmo Wanda. I want you to spawn a piece of radioactive plutonium in that person's stomach.
Yeah. Cosmo,
I don't think
Wanda,
there's
enough with the
non-radioactive
semantics.
plutonium. I don't think there's non-radioactive plutonium.
Enough
It's
with
not
the
like
I would have really
semantics.
liked just like a favor. Cosmo, Wanda, enough with the semantics.
Listen,
um,
my father is the part of his profession is he's a good potion maker. Don't put those in your mouth.
Mm.
Oh, those.
no,
Oh,
you'll
these
for
ones.
sure die.
Yeah, you will die.
Those ones. That's great. All of a sudden, these ones is not for eating. Got it. Got it.
You just see Kelfor fucking rip one down his skull and say,
I'm just saying.
That's Emmy's favorite trick he does. She's like, do the hot dog. She's
Give
like,
it
do the
over.
hot dog. Do the hot dog.
You already know.
"You already know."
But she'll look around at the wall and then go over and pull out. She's like, "How much are you looking for? What are you looking to do with it?"
Well, so you ran into automatons before?
A few, yeah. I'm from Amran originally, so I'm
Oh, that's
familiar.
that's awesome. Well, we have one that currently is trying to, destroy the world, to get rid of things. You know how it be. Kill a lot of people. I want to make sure that we can hinder them in any way so we can make sure taking them down will be more efficient.
Mm-hmm.
It's as you see, ma'am. It's double teamed with this absolute cunt that keeps what keeps
All right,
getting
Emmy,
it up.
you're using that word really, really, really freely right now.
Really there.
YouTube's
I'm
my
respected.
favorite squad.
Hopper hits her again in the throat. She's like, Bubba just barked at me. He just not.
Basically, we're looking to rust a rogue automaton that's hurting innocent civilians.
And I know rust is one of a horrible thing you really can't fix whenever you rust it.
That is true. Well, mending could feasibly do it, but
Mending
Is that
Uh,
something?
Mending
Is it?
takes a minute, though. Literally and figuratively.
Is that something? Is that something an animancer can do at like a really high level?
you know, I don't know what you just said.
She turns and looks to Ivanov. Is that something that?
No. So, fun thing about your healing capabilities, they don't work on constructs. So it stands to reason that our current target cannot heal him as well as you could heal us, let's say.
So an animancer could not. But do you think an animancer can cast mending at a very high level to fix him?
Mending is a cantrip. And no matter what, it takes time to take effect. It usually takes a minute to fix even a small break in something.
Well, also, that would take.
Not feasible in combat.
I was
So
about to say,
if they wanted to mend the automaton, we would have to leave it in a state that would be A, repairable, and B, they are still alive to take it.
The cool thing about rust, by the way, it's very easy to break metal when something's rusted. So,
The more you break something, the more mending is harder to cast. Because mending can really only fix one break at a time. It's not a magical cure-all like everyone thinks it is.
So, you want to do this in battle while fighting this automaton, correct?
If possible, yes.
So a big amount, or like...
If it would take a big amount to make it effective immediately.
we have this
You
big
sell
guy who
it-
could possibly
Fairly.
carry it.
Do you sell it in a gallon?
So she's going to reach into one of them and pull it out, and you see she has a ingot of this silvery metal, and she sets it on the table. She says, "Well, I can't speak to rust, but I think I have something a bit better." And says, "This here," as she taps it, "is gallium."
Ivanov immediately gets flashbacks to what happened in the last world. Oh god. Not good. Yeah, that could work. That could work wonders.
Gallium,
Essentially, it's
makes-
metal cancer.
yeah, it weakens and makes very brittle many different kinds of metal. Like, it diffuses their lattices, like keeping them together.
It breaks them down on a microscopic level to where it makes them extremely weak.
Yeah.
If you look at what it does to an aluminum baseball bat, it's terrifying.
I'll find a video to send. It is like frightening how fast it works and
It
how
is
effective it works.
Literally metal cancer.
I'm immediately gonna look at Arati and be like, "Do you think putting in some of your bullets would work?"
You gotta be careful about that because that could damage her gun, and B, the ammunition when firing.
Well, usually we can shoot lead. Would lead be affected by it?
Lead is a tricky metal. It could very well work.
Let me see.
Lead is resistant to most things.
Because if we can get some bullets, because one thing I'm worried about is because of how fucking evasive that fucker is. If we can at least hit him at range,
Keep this
we can slow him
idea.
down.
Potentially make a hardened glass bullet that's encasing gallium.
That's
Or just
smart.
put a small ward on it
That's also true.
that would dissipate upon firing. I could do that for you.
Oh, thank you so much. By the way, could I get your name? You seem like a lovely person.
Butterscotch.
That's amazing. I
Butterscotch.
love that.
Amazing name. I'm sorry to put you on the spot, but I actually like this shopkeep a lot.
She's human.
Okay.
It's like I was raised by gnomes.
Oh, that's wonderful!
Is this Julia's character?
Ha! No, Julia's character is the gnome.
True.
Alright, this time.
This time we're getting.
All right,
We're gonna be testing gallium on someone's pacemaker.
We have gallium in the iron lung. Let's see how long it lasts.
Yeah, this is a good video to show how fucking terrifying gallium is and why it's my.
It is a underrated element.
I want some. Also,
I want some.
the ward will help because gallium has a melting point of about 85 degrees, so it will melt. The ward will help against that.
Well, wouldn't it just turn into liquid form? But isn't that still good?
No, it'll still work. Yeah.
We just want it to keep form until it hits the robot.
Keep impact.
Gotcha.
Yes,
I could
exactly.
keep the ward until I'd have to find the numbers for a general bullet impact force, and but I could feasibly set it to where in between firing force and impact force.
That I would 100 greatly appreciate that, honestly.
Yeah, totally.
By the way, do you have any more thermite? Do you
I've got thermite. Yeah.
Any
That's
more?
Sorry. I stole like a lot. Now I'm kidding.
It's a hobby.
It's a hobby.
Same. Butterscotch, we're gonna
an
get along.
enthusiast.
You know, normally I would be concerned. I do have an obsession with fire magic, so I do get it.
Glass house.
I have an obsession with bog.
Bog.
Cool.
Cool.
Oh no, I said my inside thoughts on the outside again.
Emmy, switch one letter of bog and say bag.
Hog.
Hog.
Oh!
Ivanoth said I get to use the pin one time a year, and I get to use it on my birthday.
You can use it whenever you have a bright idea.
Hog.
I don't know if you know the spell bog, but we'll work on it.
Butterscotch you could make a custom spell. Butterscotch will speak up and she says, if you guys are going to be here for a bit,
your name is
tungsten and tantalum are have a high resistance to corrosion, so they should be gallium bullets. If you wanted to line the inside of your weapons with them, like the inside of your barrels, but that would take some time.
We sadly only have one day, but because we're going to be shipping out here soon, and I'm assuming we don't want to disrupt all your facilities you have here. How much do you think you'll be able to get done in a day? And let us know what the price is.
How many bullets do you need?
All right, I'll tell you, how many bullets do you think it'll take for you to take it down?
To kill him?
Not to kill him, but to, hinder him.
To hinder him?
Get a good number on him.
Because I can also take some bullets. How many bullets can you?
3
how many
to
bullets?
5. Okay.
How many
She's a sniper.
bullets?
She can hit particular spots.
How many bullets can you make in a day, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, she asked to see one of her rifle bullets. She says, with these it may be a little tougher. Can I keep these? Says it may be a little bit tougher with these, but just making musket balls, I could probably make 20 tonight.
I can use my flintlock then to shoot. I think that'll be best. Do you also have a flintlock on you, Arati, just in case?
I have a pistol, yeah, but I prefer not to use it.
I gotcha. You're gonna be far from the fight. If we can do 20 bullets, I think that's great.
How come you don't want to use your pistol?
Because I'm usually out of range for a pistol to be effective.
Oh, I
and
thought
if
you
I
had.
am in range, then I'm not doing my job as a sniper.
Oh, I thought you had like a sordid backstory about like my mom died by this pistol.
I watched my fucking brother get executed by Shadow the Hedgehog.
No, this is just a service pistol I got when I was in the military.
Thank you for your service.
Could I ask
Sure.
then, if you made 10 musket balls, how many of those bullets do you think you can make?
It may take a little longer. Or rush order may be a little more expensive, but I could probably make 10 of those as well.
I'm willing to pitch in as well.
I think that's a great deal. By the way, give me 1 second. If you don't mind, I'm just gonna... Hey, Jairus?
Yeah.
Do we have anyone who knows stuff about elements in the Slayers Guild?
Elements?
Yeah, like
Periodic
gallium.
table shit.
Oh,
That.
periodic elements.
Yes.
I know my way around them somewhat, but I wouldn't say it's a field of expertise.
Is there anything that this man cannot do?
Yeah.
Do we have someone in our Slayers Guild? Because we met someone here who's
Really?
pretty knowledgeable about it, and we're going to use some gallium on this automaton to break it down.
Well, oh god, what the fuck was this?
In a pinch, I could send a sending spell to my father as well. It would have to... No, it would have to wait.
Yeah, Praxton is a capable alchemist, but
Well, actually, if we get a short rest, I might be able to at least get one.
If I had to recommend this person, I might, just because the elemental table really intrigues Kelfor, because it's not magic. It's
Yep.
literally combining raw materials to just fucking do something insane.
well, you could definitely.
What is
No such
magic?
thing as.
What is magic if not science that is unknown?
Exactly.
Again.
Kelfor's creative, but he's not that smart.
I could send one sending spell.
Yeah. He says, well, the Edricane, the bartender in our headquarters, he used to be a chemist, but he doesn't do it much anymore, so if you're looking to make a recommendation, I would be opposed.
I mean, she said she didn't have anyone murderous in her family.
To my knowledge.
Oh, we'll catch up to that then. Okay.
But,
Can't throw. I'll wait for us to get the orders in,
Mhm.
and maybe send the recommendation out then. Because I'm not gonna lie,
product.
test the product, and also it would be really nice to have that around Lindstrom. So whenever the automaton is down there, we can prep people with gallium to handle it.
Yeah.
Also, lest we forget, we're on the verge of a fucking industrial revolution.
Also true.
Which would be nice to
Automata
have.
are becoming more and more common by the.
Second.
Yeah,
Gosh darn liberals.
Goddamn snowflakes! Let me shake your hand.
Shake his hand!
God dang liberals.
Um,
Wanting to make robot men.
But might give you an update whenever you get down here for a recommendation. Just gonna test out some
Cool.
product.
Sounds good.
And then hop off the call, go back to Butterscotch. That sounds great. How much will it be for this commission?
As well, for the rush order, gallium's not terribly expensive, so for the work, musket balls are pretty cheap. For the rifle, cartridges, I'd say for the 10 musket balls, we can do 80 gold.
Okay.
For the cartridges, and that would include the ward spell on it as well.
Gotcha.
For the cartridges, I'd say let's see, carry the. I'd say probably 250.
It's not bad at all.
25 per round. It costs $400,000
To fire this gun.
12 seconds.
For one.
Who touched my gun?
Who touched Who touched my gun?
Because I was the one to recommend this, I will pay for my musket balls and Arati's cartridges as well.
You don't need to, man.
Listen, this is my plan. I'm gonna pay it up. The way you can pay it back is putting one between its fucking eyes.
I had you on that one.
I know you will. Butterscotch, you have been such a pleasure, honestly.
Sure.
And we might test out a musket ball on some metal when we get back, because I just want to see how it reacts.
Sure.
But yeah,
I can make 11 if you want to test it.
If you don't mind, actually, that'd be great.
Sure.
All right.
On the house. Actually, she'll go ahead and make it right now.
Jesus Christ!
The good thing about gallium is you can mold it in your hands. So she just rolls out and then uses magic to shape the edges into a perfect sphere and then places a warding spell over it and hands it to you.
It's so weird because like you can touch gallium, no sweat.
It'll give you like slight irritation and stuff, but yeah.
But mercury.
That you'll become a little bit of a Mad Hatter.
Yeah.
Do we see anything metal here I can shoot? Like, do you have like a metal plate or something?
Oh yeah, I got a metal plate.
Can I actually like try to remember what kind of metal it looked like or like texture? Because I was punching the shit out of him. Like what it felt like.
Make a straight intelligence roll.
Can I help him with that?
Yeah.
You have advantage.
Sweet.
Because you were up close more than I was.
15, baby. It was a 2, then a 15, so.
Oh, yeah.
If I had to guess, probably steel or copper.
It is, looking at him, the main, like the golden plates on him are brass.
Mm-hmm.
And the silver plates are stainless steel.
Yep. Brass and stainless steel. Let's say it's brass and not copper, but copper would have still worked.
Yeah.
If we can just get a mix of brass and stainless steel, I'm gonna shoot at it and see how it looks, just to see, like, get an idea of how long it will take to take effect, and see the outcome.
Like an alloy, or
yeah, if you don't mind, an alloy would be great.
I think I've got one laying around. She'll fish around. Oh, here we go. She pulls out like an old plate that's about yay big. Just pretty sure. Oh, I wrote it on the back. Good for me. Yep. And she'll get some clamps and just set up. She's like, "Hope you don't miss." And she'll get out of the way.
I just go, yeah, don't worry. Oh, why is this backwards? And I'll just shoot at it. Dirty 20. Dirty 20. Yeah.
So shoot it.
No.
Thank you. It hits, and on impact, it splatters against it, and you see the impact from the ward, and the impact hit and put a hole in some cracks in the metal. And you can see the liquid seeping in, and she'll walk over and just so
this is gonna be nice.
I think we've got a real plan with that one.
So I will say, mechanically, for each shot you hit on the Unmaker with these gallium bullets, you and Arati, it will do normal bullet damage as standard. and at the end of your turn, so it has a few seconds to get in there and start reacting. For each shot hit, his AC will drop by 1.
Cool. That's actually really good. All right. I will
God damn.
go ahead and give Butterscotch another 100 gold for the demonstration.
God damn.
I don't think you understand how much we really need this to kill this fucker. Genuinely
Lord.
appreciate it.
You ever seen Terminator 2?
You ever seen Terminator 2?
No, if it was Terminator 2,
Are
we'd
you
be
sure,
fucked.
Connor?
That guy's made out of gallium, basically.
But yeah, I am just gonna say thanks. We'll be back in the morning, and maybe later on if you want a different position where you still do your job, but maybe at the Slayers Guild. It'd be nice to have you.
You know, I wouldn't turn down that position.
You might have
Is
to
this
move
an
the lens.
interview?
It's more in the sense of
Lindstrom's
future-proofing.
cool. I'll be closer to home.
Nice. It'll be more in the sense of a way for you to help protect the world from going into an apocalyptic thing. It's nothing major. Don't worry about it.
Cool. Well, see you in the morning.
See you in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah, just to say, Kelfor is 1, really impressed by science. He fucking loves it. 2, anything that can fucking help take this guy down and also keep Lindstrom safe from any fucking, like, non-stop automatons coming in, or, like, they make mages, I think is, like, future-proofing, at least for us. So.
Yeah. So, you guys say your farewells to Butterscotch, and she begins working as you guys leave. Anywhere else you guys are going on your trip?
I think I'm good.
Yeah, I think.
I also bought, like, 3 thermite from her, if that's cool.
Okay.
Whatever, how much that is.
For
Whatever.
thermite,
Whatever I can get is fine.
for thermite, that would probably be 320 for 3.
320. Okay, I'll do it.
80 each. Or 340? I don't remember.
That's fine.
Or no, 240. 240, sorry.
Yeah, that would be 240.
Got it.
Cool.
And guess where the thermite's going? It's called the rudders.
Hey, I got a better idea. Put it on that one page.
I'll put it on her fucking face.
That's what I mean.
Shove it down her throat.
I'll put the pebble on the thermite and say Baba Ganoush and just fucking let it go.
Actually, speaking of, Drac is like... Sorry.
Did you eat that Baba Ganoush?
No, last session he ate the thermite that was on the Unmaker's back.
Oh yeah, he did!
Oh, buddy. I appreciate the chutzpah, but man, you need
We're
to get
gonna
some
need
rest.
some eggs.
We gotta get this guy some eggs.
We gotta get this man some eggs.
Alright. So, you guys heading back to the inn?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I think
You-
check on the Blackgate Company, head to the
Yeah.
end.
I believe the only other place you guys expressed interest in the dragon attack researchers.
We did. Would that be better though for when Drac is here?
It probably would be.
Probably so. After Ciala, you guys could swing back around on your probably Arteria. Both of your other 2 stops are to the west. So,
I mean, I'd still want to get that. I mean, if we have time, it wouldn't be bad to get that information for Drac, just in general.
Mm-hmm. I think it might be best if we have him present.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Unless out of character and everything. Matt, did you say that you had an idea whenever he's not here for it?
I prepared for Drax's responses if he's not here and you guys go. But yeah,
Okay.
up to you guys.
It is getting late, so maybe not
Yeah.
a whole other lore drop yet.
I think what might be good is check up. Yeah, we'll head to the inn, Black Egg Company. Check in the morning early. Head to the researchers, and then we'll go for our collection.
Cool. So you guys head back to the inn. You see that the Black Egg Company is sat around. They've bought a bottle of alcohol, and sorry, looking something up just for myself.
Oh, that's fair. This has been a deep session, I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see that they've bought a bottle of Mariotic wine, which is from the Endless Sands, where Malafaro, Zormir, and Jojir are all from. And you guys walk in, and they'll call you over, and Jojir says, "Just in time. We're about to make a toast."
Roger.
We'll be very happy to join. Except Emmy. Emmy's probably going to get some happy juice.
She can have some.
She can have some.
Thank you. Thank you. He does not speak for me.
That's fair. That's fair.
They'll
She
give
is
him a
also
shot.
just looking out for you. But she's okay. She's been through worse.
Yeah.
This smells like pee. It smells like pee.
You might
Doesn't smell like stomach acid, though.
You've drunk worse.
drunk worse.
Yeah, they'll pour everyone a glass. Emmy will get a shot glass. And Nevi will say, "Don't shoot that." Sips.
Sipsies.
It's in a shot glass.
I just silently say to myself, don't chug it. I know you want to,
Not
but
a
don't chug it.
Not a sip glass.
You don't even know what a shot is.
It's what my mom didn't get me as a kid.
Damn!
I'm not vaccinated.
You're not what?
I would say on induction to the Slayers Guild, vaccine, like of immunizations.
There's like one dude who was in the competition who was like, I didn't sign up for this liberal bullshit.
Yeah. No, yeah, that one person. No, that one person was
the
Emmy.
Slayers Guild was a bunch of pansy snowflakes.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that
go back with
person-
worms in my brain. Go ahead.
Yeah, that person was Emmy. And, you know, she
Emmy's
battled it with.
canonically an anti-vaxxer.
I don't want to become artistic.
Spoilers, kid, you're already there.
Her
Maybe we
eye.
Maybe we do need to get her a whole bottle.
She's looking. Emmy's looking straight ahead, but then one of her eyes starts to like fishbowl to the right, while the other is still looking
Wait.
straight.
Here are 4
No.
So they'll pour glasses and distribute them, and then they will go around the table, and Jojir will start, and she'll raise her glass, and she'll say, "For my friend who pulled me out of my darkest place." Arati will raise her glass, saying, "For a damn good captain and a better friend." And then next in the circle is you guys, if you want to make a toast.
I'll raise up my glass and say, to a good man who deserved to have more time.
Ivanoth would raise his and say, to the man who cared more than anything else about the welfare of his team. And very quietly under his breath as he takes a sip, I'm not gonna fail you all again. Not again.
Do I hear that?
Make a perception check.
I'll make a deception check.
You're standing next to him.
I got a 19.
I rolled a 21.
Perception.
You hear clearly, I am not gonna fail these people again.
I don't say anything, but I do hear it.
Ares is standing next to Ivanoth. He'll say, to a damn good warrior, I wanted him to teach me how to use those cool words. Nevia, well, good man, see take him. Drac will say, we'll finish the fight. Emmy, do you want to say anything?
Now, mind you, this is Piper speaking.
Mm-hmm.
But Emmy, when it comes to stuff like this, she feels the same way that she felt about the water being
Neto.
Neto. It was just, it's just such an awful circumstance. But, especially in this guy's case, because he is a natural being of the plane, he's in the cosmos. So, in her own sort of broken way as a child, she would just kind of be like, his present now is better than past then and future till. In the cosmos he stays.
And at the end of the table, circling around, Zormir will. To my best friend, I'll make you proud. And you all slam on the table, and you see the...
And James is gone!
You see the two Oasis natives, which is where Mariotic Wine is from. They both shoot it down. And as all of you drink it, however you do, Nevia has an eye on Emmy.
Emmy's just doing that.
No,
Dog.
so Emmy does the Piper way of taking shots, where she puts her whole mouth around the shot glass and dunks her head backwards. Ah! And she
Nevia's
starts
like,
gagging. She starts gagging. She's like, "It tastes
Okay.
like pee! It tastes like pee!"
yeah, Emmy, don't know if you're an alcohol person, at least not yet. The rest of you, it's a white wine, and it is an excellent quality. It is sweet and light and has a very fragrant bouquet to it.
Yep,
I'll
pee.
whisper underneath my breath. I'm pretty sure I stole this for some chips.
uh, as Zormer and Jojir
Camera's
finish
fucked.
their
What happened?
It just keeps falling off. The clasp sucks.
Yeah. But as they finish their glasses, they set it down, and she was like, "Just like I remember." And was like, "Damn, that's good." As he wipes away a tear. And you guys see that you've gone through about half the bottle of. Zormir will take the other half and put it away. This half's for Ellie. And
The half's also going to be whenever we finish this job. You're going to take it.
damn right. And you see that while you guys were out, he got Zormir bought a lower back sword frog and Melifaro's sword sheathed through that, like horizontal across the back. As his two falchions rest on his hips. And yeah. So you all talk a bit longer. His two closest friends will tell stories of times where they were growing up together, or jobs they did together before officially becoming the Blackgate Company. And you go in through a while just talking, and you're able to bring up the spirits a bit for the two of them and for everyone.
I'll bring up all the times I said love you and he said love you back. I'll be like, yeah, we were great pen pals.
Jojir's like, I never got how he could be so active and strong. Breakfast, he would only have a cup of black coffee and a cigarette.
Sounds like people I know.
I've been there before.
Sounds like a rad dude.
He was.
Is.
Yeah. And Jojir, she tends to keep her emotions to herself quite a bit. In telling stories, you learn that the daughter of the Knight Commander of Oasis, so she was raised very militant, and probably for the first time since you've known her, you see her actually crack a smile and laugh while you guys are all talking, and it's nice to see. But yeah, you all continue talking throughout the night, and as things are kind of winding down, Ivanoth, you feel a flick on the back of your head, and You
Just go.
turn and you turn and Ares leans over. She's like, "Hey, I found something cool today.
What'd you find?
Come on."
Okay. Don't need to tell me twice.
And you two go out through the city and go up to the docks, like the port area. And I checked this out earlier. And she'll go over to the lighthouse there and say, "They leave the door unlocked, idiots."
Breaking and entering.
A good old B&E.
Good old B&E, isn't it?
And so she opens the door. She's like, and you two climb up the spiral staircase going up to the light. And as you reach the top, you reach the overlook outside of the top. I don't know what it's called.
The precipice, whatever.
Yeah, and she is this, and you look out and you can see the city of Lyra out before you. The sun's set, but you still see the glow of lights and homes and the large ziggurat, the arcane energy swirling within it is still lighting up like a second moon. And the delicate moonlight, you see people still flying around and jumping between rooftops, and you see the surges of magic as they do. And down below in a street square, you see a couple younger people, probably teenagers, probably would be students of the academy, setting off like spells of fireworks and dancing lights and stuff, just little light up the square, and having fun. I was raised in the plains, so being up this high is really, but it's nice.
I didn't have many spots like this back in my hometown. The most tall area was just a watchtower from the academy, and quite frankly, it was a cold, desolate area, so nothing much outside of snow and pine trees.
Yeah, that doesn't sound too fun, but well, we got to go there anyway. Maybe we can check it out and see if it's gotten in.
Maybe. It does take me back, though.
Yeah.
Growing up in a magic town myself, used to see a lot of people do these very same things. Although much more in the cold, so I couldn't appreciate it as much, but I'll take any comfort I can get these days.
Yeah, it's been real back to back, huh?
Yeah.
It's been back to back since I got absconded with from the bog.
Honestly, a little bit.
I'd say it's at least been back to back since Is Air.
Probably.
Outside of maybe Oz.
Yeah, maybe.
At the very least since the Crooked Tower. But she looks over and she says, "It's weird. I was in a nomadic tribe growing up. We never saw shit like this. It's like I'm on a different planet. I think I'd be used to it from staying in Lind for so long. Or in Lindstrom, but you never really get to see it from above too often.
No.
Usually swallowing you up.
It's a lot more congested on the ground floor. Always did appreciate the higher views. Street lights. People walking about in the light of the town. What were you laughing at, Matt? Were you laughing at I was about to do lyrics? The street lights! I came this close to doing that.
Emmy and Kelfor are just like...
Listen, I'm gonna let them do whatever they need to.
Your mind's always working a mile a minute, but it seems like you've had a lot more on your mind today. I can guess why, but what's up?
I can't. The past few missions we've been on, our enemies have either gotten away, they've lived, or in the 2 out of 5 instances it feels we've gone so far, we finally succeeded in some way. One was captured, one we managed to beat, but the king got away.
And one we befriended.
If I didn't know him, that probably wouldn't have ended well either.
But you did.
He's a real one.
I'm glad I was able to convince at least one, but I can't keep relying on that. A lot of these mages seem cruel.
Yeah. Cults, man.
Ivanoth is like fighting back every bit of like tears through like choking up. When I look in Zormir's eyes, I'm constantly reminded that 2 of his teammates are dead on our watch. And the guilt is starting to catch up. And I just want to make sure I'm strong enough to protect the people I still care about.
Well, the good thing about this team is we're pretty good at keeping ourselves alive. But
There are so few things in this lifetime or in others that we can control. So what we must control first and foremost is ourselves, our reactions, and to choose to be kind and keep living for those who share the same sentiment.
you know, in the tribe I was raised in, there was no real value placed on life. It was a tribe of women like me. And we would travel around, pillage, rob, steal, kill, take men to make more children with. It was weird. And then,
Couldn't have been easy.
well, I didn't. I was raised in it, so it didn't seem weird at the time, but then I wasn't strong enough. My mom thought I was too weak. So my cousin, we fought. It was a duel to prove myself strong. And she kicked my ass and they left me for dead. And so that sucked.
Yeah.
But then Dumas found me and took me in, raised me in the arena, full of camaraderie and battle and love, joy. And I got it, you know? And so I wonder a lot how I'll react if someone I care about dies. Because Malafaro, he was cool, but I wouldn't say I love the guy. We're friends.
I would agree, it's just, I don't know. Just, I've already seen one childhood friend die at the hand of Sarah. And I just feel every time we get closer to one of these mages, it's not soon enough. And
Yeah.
to be fair, I didn't know Malafaro that deeply either, but maybe I'm just more worried about it being one of you eventually than I think I realize.
I think that empathy you've got, that's kind of a foreign concept to me. And I don't think it's a bad thing. I'm sure it hurts a lot. And I'm kicking myself over us not being able to save people, not being able to kill those mages, not being able to put Aranor down for good. But you know, I haven't really felt it.
You know, in retrospect, I think it's something I'm really jealous of you and Drac having.
I was just saying that's a good thing for you to be like.
I know, but as you said before, it does hurt, and I feel like it holds me back more than I need it to.
It didn't hold you back when you staked the king to his throne. Didn't hold you back when you blew up half of that admiral's ship. I think you're doing just fine.
Maybe you're right. I think just deep down I'm just scared.
Yeah, me too. It's
the last thing I want, to see any of you go the same way they did.
yeah.
But I do.
I mean, if it was like Kelfor, I'd probably be fine.
To be fair, if anyone could weasel their way out of it just fine, I think it would be him.
Yeah.
Well, except for the first few times where he got shot, but...
Oh, badass.
But I think you feeling how you do, it can feel like it's holding you back. But I think it's just motivating you to save more people next time. Hey, been with you guys 6 months now, almost.
feels like so much longer.
Yeah, and I've seen everyone, but especially you, get stronger, smarter, faster. I mean, don't compare yourself to Kelfor for that, or me for strength, but on track 2, I guess. But without you, we'd be a pile of idiots trying to figure stuff out.
Well, it does help to at least have someone who's well versed in magic going against a all magic cult.
No kidding. Kelfor drew out that map of the ritual. I thought he was scribbling.
Well, he is part cartographer, so he had some idea, but
I guess so.
luckily I did find the real map in Aranor's palace, so...
Yeah, but even just from this last fight after we fought Aranor, seems like the cult's really trying to step up their game, getting more ruthless, trying to get things done. So maybe we will lose people. But, you know, we carry their share of suffering too.
I promise under every fiber of my being I'm going to protect all of you as best as I can. And that goes especially for you. I know you're strong, so I know you could probably run circles around me, but...
Oh yeah.
You've helped me learn a lot since I've been out here. If it weren't for you, I don't think I'd be as comfortable showing myself as I am now. Because back in my hometown, they would have hated me for it.
Yeah. And she'll kind of turn your face to where your scale is. I think it's a good self. And she'll give you a little peck on your scale.
Does she have any scales on her face?
Good question.
Or does she just have the horn?
Well, the horn is only comes out when she's raped.
Still.
Not really. She's got a couple going up onto her, but a lot of hers tend to be on her body.
Gotcha.
But she does have some on her arms and go.
I just take her hand into my own and give her a quick peck on the head where usually her horn grows out of. It says, I like the way you are too. Makes me feel stronger too.
Yeah, and hey, Moth Kid's on her own with the whole party thing, but we got 2 of a kind right here. 3 if you count the big guy.
You guys cut to Emmy, and she's like asleep, drooling on the counter, and just.
Nebia and Kelfor are looking at her like, do you think she's gonna get a hangover, or...
Probably.
That was her first time drinking, and it was fucking wine.
Was
Hopper
what
has
wine?
to, like-
Strong white wine.
Hopper has to get under her head to elevate it, and he's like, she's drowning.
She's drowning.
Hopper turns your head to the side. Um, yeah. Aries will give your hand a little squeeze and say, "It's cold up here. Don't stay up too long." And as she walks over to the door going back to the stairway, she'll just give you a little wink, go down.
Oh, fuck! There goes my webcam again.
Ivanov jumps.
Ivanov jumps.
It's only as good as this, bud.
Well, doesn't get better than that. Yeah. Honestly, Ivanov would take like a minute just to look out over the city. Just kind of reminisce.
Yeah.
Whew. This thing sucks. Like, this little prop up sucks.
Yeah.
There's like no grip on it at all.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go.
Good enough.
Good enough.
Yeah, you head back down after a bit, and go back to the inn. And as you go and you see a few people have already gone to bed. Kelfor and Nevia are hanging out at the bar near Emmy, and who is asleep on the bar. And Drek got a big meal and took it to his room. And you see the remaining 3 Blackgate Company members all just sat together, still there, where you guys had the toast around the table, and they're just sitting there chatting. And anyone who would like to make insight check.
I like inciting. Oh, fuck.
I like inciting violence.
Yeah!
13.
13.
Okay. You guys can see on their faces. Zormir's pretty quiet. He's just listening mostly. But you see Arati showing them or giving them the rundown of the gallium bullets. And you see them still exhausted, physically and mentally and emotionally. But you see them planning as well, like talking about strategy, how to take down both of them. And they go through most of the night like that. It seems like at least Shojir and Zormir are too stressed really to be tired. And for Zormir especially, probably don't want to be alone right now. But they continue talking throughout much of the night. You guys eventually all make your way to your rooms. Ivanov, you walk in to your room, and your head swirling with everything, bad, good. And as you open the door, you get the barrel of a blunderbuss put in your face.
Midas? Okay.
Fire!
Hugs you.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you. You did such a good job. Here, I got you covered. As I give him a banana. You're a good one, Midas. Now get some rest. I'm here to watch the room. We should be all good for that. Stupid thing ain't my artifact. Now I have to take him to the vet.
It's Emmy. But yeah, all of you rest up, get your sleep. A lot
it
of
was
you.
funny because if he shot me with that blunderbuss, he very well could have knocked me out. I'm still at 12 hit points.
If he got max damage, he would have got you.
Yeah.
100%. You're like, maybe life isn't that bad.
But for a lot of you, you're so tired and wounded that right when your head hits the pillow, you are.
Yeah.
But some of you stay up a bit longer. But eventually, all of you find rest, ready to meet with Jairus in the morning and go hunting. And that is where we'll end for tonight.
Good.
Wow.
It's socially acceptable to clap on a plane now when it lands.
It's not.
With how many plane crashes that happen? Yeah.
Okay. Matt,
If
send
that-
us out.
Yeah. I think we're good for next week. Everyone should be. Hopefully Adam is as well.
Should be.
But yeah, we'll get into the game plan for getting to Ciala, as well as our first time on sea travel this
Yay.
campaign.
Major sea travel. I cannot wait. This is my bread and butter, fellas.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see you guys then. And till then, stay broken.
Already
feed.
there, brother.
Cut the fucking feed.